guys, it's Angie. I've been sitting here waiting to turn my camera on because there has just been siren after siren going by, so I'm thinking there must be an accident or a fire or something. So I hope everybody's okay. I always say that when I hear all those sirens. Anyway, I wanted to hop on and do a vlog and just kind of show you the things that I've been working on lately, my projects, and then maybe share a little bit about my husband and I's fun night at Worlds of Fun. So anyway, I'm going to start, I think, with the hats. What I've been doing is I have like this tote that I've just got a whole bunch of yarn cakes and yarn balls in that is yarn there's not like enough to make anything out of, and so I've been using up the scrap yarn and doing color combinations and stuff for different hats because it's getting ready to come up on the time of year where Project Warmth starts taking donations, and I've got a whole bunch of scarves and other hats that I've made, but I'm trying to finish up these scraps to make more hats, and so anyway, I'll show you my hats I've done so far. And I've made all the hats I made on the Addi king size, and they're all the reversible hats. And the first one I used like, you know, a solid, I don't even know what color the blue was, and then a variegated, and then a navy, but I thought they paired up nicely to make a hat. And then I did this one, which is a variegated yarn, and then a green, and then if you reverse it, it actually has like a little bit lighter of a green too, so they could reverse it to be a light green and a dark green. And then I did this one and did it to where it stripes down on the brim and here, and then the top is variegated. And then I did this one, and it's just the variegated and a solid. And then the last one is this one that's like with brown. So those are the hats I've done so far, and I think the reversible ones are really great because a lot of the hats that Project Warmth hands out to people go to the homeless, and you know, they're outside in the winter, and so these nice thick hats I think will help. So really all I have left to do is wash them and then add them to my tote where I have all the hats. Then my next thing was I worked on some scarves over the last couple of weeks, and I got this one done, and I thought I saved the thing saying what kind of yarn it was, but you know what, it's in my project bag, and my project bag is at work in my desk drawer with another project in it, so I can't tell you what this is. But it's really pretty, and it's got like blue and yellow and purple. I don't know if you can see, but it's really pretty, and it's nice and soft and thick. And then this one I did save. This is, I think I've said before, one of my favorite yarns to work with is the, what is it, Jiffy or Bernat Softy Chunky. I love that yarn. But see, this one has like browns and greens and lavender and like a burgundy color. It's really pretty, and the color of it is mulberry purple. I don't really know where they get, you know what, I guess if you looked at a mulberry bush, it's got kind of like the green of the leaves and the brown of the sticks, and then the different colors that a mulberry goes through before it's ripe. And then the last one I did, I'm so stupid, but I did this one. And this is done with Lion Brand Jiffy Thick and Quick, and the color is Adirondacks. I thought I only had 2 balls of yarn, so I used the 2, I got done with it. You know, it wasn't super long, so what I did was I turned it into, you know, more like a cowl. It comes down, you know, good, but so I added a button to it. Well, then when I went to get some more yarn to do the project I'm currently working on that I have at work, I found another ball of it. So I really could have made it with 3 skeins of yarn, but you know, I'm not gonna undo it. So this is like really thick yarn, so I thought maybe I would make some pot holders or something out of it, because this was a yarn I got on clearance really cheap and they don't have it anymore. Plus I don't really want to make another scarf out of it, so I'll just save it and use it for something else. So that's the projects that I've worked on the last 2 weeks. I've been having a lot of conference calls at work, and what I do during those is I knit. I just get out my loom and I start, you know, I do that, and it actually keeps me from multitasking in a bad way, you know, where I'm reading emails or not really paying attention to what's being talked about. I pay attention, so that's good. Next I wanted to show you a couple of Halloween things I got, and my Target finally started getting their Halloween stuff out yesterday, but because I kept going and checking, and even yesterday they don't have everything out, and so you know what, screw them. I'm just not even going to look at the Halloween there. They can just kiss my butt. I'm done with Target. But I did go to the one by where I work, and they had some stuff. But what I ended up buying, the only thing I ended up buying was this guy. Isn't he neat? He's a crow skeleton. But I thought he was really neat. And then at Joann's, I went there and they had all their Halloween stuff 40% off. So I bought these plates, and I bought plate stands for them. So I've got this one, and this one says the witching hour begins. And I got this one, and it says the dead shall rise. And this one, and it says of the grave's delight. So I'm going to take them and, you know, put them in the plate stands and make a display out of them. I just like them. I thought they were, you know, really kind of gothic and creepy, and I just really like them. So I'm actually going to start decorating for Halloween this weekend. You know, I know it's a little early, but I don't care. I love Halloween and I want to be able to enjoy it, and I don't normally do it till the first week of October, and I feel like it flies by so fast I don't get to enjoy it. So, you know, it's my house. My husband likes the decorations and everything too, so I'm going to decorate. I'm going to start this weekend. Last thing I want to talk about was, I had told you guys we were going to Worlds of Fun. It's an amusement park and they do Halloween Haunt. And it started this past Saturday, and so I got tickets for my husband and I to go. It's really cool. During the day, the park has things for kids. And then starting at 6:30, they do, they call it the Overlord's Awakening. And that's when they basically say, if you're 14 or under, they do not recommend the park for kids. And I saw a lot of examples of why. You know, you've got these kids that are terrified, and it's really annoying that the parents just let the kids be scared. You know, if you really want to be there, get a babysitter or something, I don't know. But just, you'd see some kids that were really terrified. Because, you know, kids don't understand. No matter how much you try to tell them, it's just costumes and masks. It's scary for them. So, anyway, I'm going to try to remember to put a few pictures, and then I did like a short video. Because what happens is at 6:30 they do the Overlord's Awakening, and there's this, call him an overlord. He's like all dressed up and he's got this really evil voice, and he comes up in the middle of the park out of like this building, and he's like calling forth, you know, all his children, and calling forth the evil clowns and the insane asylum and just all the different things. And so they're all coming out from all around the buildings and everything, and then it ends with a parade. And I filmed the parade, and I think it's like 3 minutes long, and I think it would be scarier if they did it when it was dark, but still, you know, it was like 7, I think, by the time the parade came through, so it wasn't quite dark, but I filmed it so you can see what some of the costumes and stuff look like. But so then they, you know, that's when they're all dispersing and they're going to all the different haunted houses and stuff. But this is like what the brochure looks like that they give you. And some of the shows, Overlord's Awakening is when he comes out. There's a thing called the Boneyard, And it says, the keepers of the boneyard haunt the underworlds of worlds of fun, feeding on the marrow of the living. We didn't get to see that one. There were some lines, and to be 100% honest, if I would have been there with, my husband doesn't get as thrilled with it as I do, and so it was like 11, he's ready to go. I would have stayed till closing, which was 1, because I just love it out there. But so we didn't get to see everything. And then they had one called Chamber of Horrors, which is like a wax museum and the characters all come alive. Zombie High, which is like a, this is the hallowed halls of Zombie High beckon you back to a horrific homecoming of flesh-eating hellions. Don't be tardy. If you make it out alive, you can consider yourself saved by the hell. Asylum Island, we did go to that one, and it's actually, there's a water park next to it called Oceans of Fun, and what they do is there's like a bridge that links the two. Well, they have you go all the way over to there and use, you know, a big section, and that's where the insane asylum is. Then they have, it's like a dual thing called Lure of the Vampire and Club Blood. It's like Lure of the Vampire is a haunted house on like upper levels, and then when you go to the lower levels, when you're getting ready to leave, it's like Club Blood, and it's like a nightclub on the bottom, you know, with a bunch of creatures and stuff. We didn't go into that one this time, but I've been in it before and it's really good. They have Bloodshed, a trip to Old MacDonald's farm turns into a massacre. We went to that one. There's London Terror. It says a new strain of the plague is running rampant. Yeah, it says through the streets of London, terrorizing the town folks with a new strain of destruction. Step lively, for you'll fall victim to Jack the Ripper's blade or Dr. Jekyll's twisted experiments. It's like where you're like walking through an area. It's not inside, it's outside, but they have like all these storefronts and everything built up. It's really cool. They have Outlaw's Revenge. Outlaw spirits of Boot Hill Cemetery ascend to defend their ghost town and find those who sentenced them to death. It's another one that's like outside that you kind of have to walk through to get to some of the rides and stuff. And then there's Carnival. A pack of freaks and deranged clowns taunt those who trespass their territory. And I was teasing my brother because he's terrified of clowns. So I had my picture taken with one of the, you know, creepy clowns, and I sent him a couple pictures of clowns and stuff. And then there's the last one is Corn Stalkers, and it's like a corn maze with I can't think of what I want. Scarecrows and stuff that come alive, and it's real creepy, and there's big spiders and all kinds of scary stuff. So those are like all the attractions. And then the park itself, they changed all the bulbs and all the lamps and everything. They're all orange and purple and red and, you know, scary colors. And they fill the park with fog. There's like scary, creepy music that plays. Oh, and then there was this guy, his name is Ed Alonzo, and they have Ed Alonzo's Psycho Circus of Magic and Mayhem, and this guy has been on tons of television shows, plus he's worked with a whole bunch of people, you know, Chris Angel, Michael Jackson, just a whole bunch of people. His show was so cool. It was like a magic show. I mean, it was amazing. I don't even know how he did some of the stuff he did. I mean, he made like a duck that was on the stage all of a sudden appear in a bucket that a lady was holding in the audience, and I don't know how he did that. I don't want to know how he did it. You know, it ruins the magic. It ruins the fun. It was so cool. But, you know, and then that's the map. And it's kind of funny because for Halloween they do it all up in black and white, and then they tell you where all the attractions are and everything. But it was really fun. I like it. We rode a couple of rides. We were going to ride the Ferris wheel, but I don't remember why we didn't. Mainly we were just walking around enjoying the sights and the sounds and everything. And I mean, the only thing I didn't like was I do wish people, if they have little kids, they wouldn't bring them, because there was several times where we saw kids just screaming and really scared, you know, and parents are just like, oh, they're just in masks. Well, you know, that's scary for a kid. There's a reason why they don't recommend the park after 6:30 for kids. And they have tons of stuff for the kids to do during the day. you know, scare-free daytime fun. They have a whole bunch of stuff during the day for the little ones. So yeah. But we went and we had such a good time, the two of us, that I went ahead and bought, just he and I, season passes for next year. They have like a payment plan where you can pay several payments of $10. So I'm gonna do that. And also the way it works is Worlds of Fun has, like, you get both parks. You get Worlds of Fun, which is the amusement park side, and you get Oceans of Fun, which is the water park side. So in the spring, we can go to Worlds of Fun, and then in the summer when it's super hot, we can go to Oceans of Fun, because we really like water parks too. And then in the fall, we can go back to Worlds of Fun, because they're open all the way till November 2nd. So yeah, and then my brother and my mom and my sister and another of my brothers are gonna come up the 26th, because my mom's side of the family is having a family reunion, so we're gonna go to that. And my brother that's afraid of clowns, my brother Jeff, he's like me though, where he loves all things creepy. He's just freaked out by clowns. But you know, he'll tolerate them. He doesn't have a phobia, or I don't think it's a phobia. So anyway, he had talked about maybe the two of us going, so we'll see. It might be, I don't know if it'll be cold then, but if it is, we'll just bundle up, but we'll see. So maybe I'll get to go again, I don't know. And he would probably stay till closing with me. But, you know, I understand, you know, my husband's thing. Plus, it's about 30 to 40 minutes away from our house. So if we would have stayed till 1 in the morning, and then, you know, we're not in our 20s anymore. So anyway, I've been talking for almost 17 minutes. I showed you my projects. Showed you my little bit of Halloween. I have a ton of Halloween up in the attic anyway, so I really don't have any business buying anymore. I love to look at everything that comes out, you know, because sometimes they have some really cool stuff. The really, really cool stuff I can't afford. So I think that was everything I wanted to talk about. And yeah, that's it. So I'll talk to you next time. Bye guys.
Like water on him. Or a zombie eye. That's the one, dude. That's cool. That's dope. Driving like that over there. That's cool. Wheelchair on the back.
Here, that's good.
London Terror.
Coming up.
Look Ravens telling me. Look at this guy.
The
Look at this
boneyard's
guy.
coming up.
He's cool.
Here comes the boneyard.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, see that big old
Yeah, it was super cool. Look at this guy there.
chamber of ore. Some of them need to get their acting on a little better.
Look at this guy. That's great.
Oh wow.
That guy's cool.
Bloodshed's getting ready to come up. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, this is one of your bloods in.
Outlaw's Revenge. Aha! Carnivorous clown. Carnival. My brother Jeff would love these guys. That's cool.
Oh, this thing's neat. Get the headlights on. The lure of the vampire.
Lore of the Vampires coming up.
He's got the door.
You guys are on the wrong side of the street.
I said, why did
Here, one of them. Stand right in front of me. Oh, there's the haunt.
Here's the last guy with the needle.
And then there's all the
Look, there's the guy with the many masters.
It's getting ready to end. There's the last thing and all the security people.
Here's the master.
There's the master.
Daddy, first guy?